All right, hey VC, it's Jamie once again. Welcome back, and no unboxing for you on this one. We got another stack of records and some CD boxes to show you on this one. First off, picked up a couple of CD boxes, CD box sets. This was at Value Village, so they're kind of like thrift stores. In fact, locally at my thrift store in town, they have actually stopped selling records. They had some albums, always a fairly poor selection, but then they actually stopped selling vinyl. You can still pick up CDs, DVDs, and that sort of thing. But yeah, so that's a little disappointing in terms of locally. We don't have the thrift store that's selling vinyl, but this is Value Village. It's kind of like the same thing. It's a chain of stores, that sort of thing. So I don't usually see CD box sets. You see lots of CDs, but I usually don't see CD box sets. But these were in there, incredibly reasonably priced, and it was like I did a double take. Let's get right to it. So this is Nina Simone, and this is on the collectibles label, and this is four of her early albums. The Amazing Nina Simone at Town Hall, Forbidden Fruit, and Nina Simone at Newport. And this is on the collectibles label. And first looking at it, it's the four albums and it says it's on 2 discs, but I'm thinking, what exactly is this? And I vaguely remember this label collectibles, that some of their early packaging, they did it in wood casings, wood box sets. So yeah, and then you're like, okay, how do you get into this? So it opens up at the top like this. I don't think collectibles is packaging them this way anymore. This came out in the 1998 slash 2000. So I don't think they're packaging them this way anymore. And so this slips out like that. And then inside, the CDs just sit inside like that. So I can take this, it just takes that right off. And then the CDs, of course, there's no way to easily kind of get them out. And then they simply pop out like that. And there you see the collectibles label like that. So even though it's 4 albums, it's on 2 CDs. And so there you have the first couple there, or the last couple, I guess, depending on how you're looking at it. And there you go. So I was absolutely thrilled to see that, because I'm becoming such a huge Nina Simone fan. She's just wonderful. Then the other box set that was there was one that it was one of those kind of ones I'd always wanted to have. I'd had a lot of the individual discs from the series, talking about the Roots and Blues series from Columbia, and the Roots and Blues series came out in the 90s, and it was an extraordinary series of very early blues on the Columbia and associated labels like OK. So very early folk blues, if you will, and the Roots and Blues retrospective box set was available. This is 1925 to 1950. And I remember seeing this initially. I'd never picked it up for whatever reason, and I picked up some of the single discs along the way, and so I thought I'd never get a chance to own this because it's long since it's definitely harder to get, that sort of thing. So yeah, and you're not going to be able to peruse all the titles there. This is a 4-disc set. And again, just very early folk blues, country blues, if you will. And again, found this at Value Village for $6. And just a really nice booklet. Inside, it's in great shape. And in fact, all the discs are here. And in fact, 2 of the discs. So here's the first 2. And then I haven't been able to get all the way through it. The next 2 discs were never even opened, so sealed. There you go. Still in the shrink. So I guess whoever purchased this listened to the first 2, maybe didn't care for it, and then just passed it along. But I'm absolutely thrilled to get this and very excited about this. All right. Okay, so there you have that. Okay, let's get to some vinyl. These are some recent pickups, both with vinyl geeks. These are buyers and sellers who get together to either, of course, sell or buy vinyl, and a few of them are also from Value Village or used. Generally, and there's a few reissues in here as well. But first off, this is not a reissue. This is Frank Zappa and the Mothers of Invention, One Size Fits All. Love Frank Zappa. I do think this is absolutely one of my favorite Frank Zappa albums. I'm absolutely thrilled to have this on vinyl. I've had it on CD from the Rykodisc series, and I just love this album in terms of Inca Roads and just the band that's on here alone. And Pajama People, love that song. Frank Zappa's guitar solo on that song, I always think it's almost like a scene from a Quentin Tarantino film. Just when you think, you know, how some of those scenes, when you think, okay, that's the end of the scene, but then it keeps going and then it keeps going even more. That's the way this solo is from Frank Zappa in that song. Just, okay, he's just going nuts. And, okay, that's the end of, no, the solo keeps going. And then it keeps going, that sort of thing. So, and the nice gatefold. And just a top-notch band on this one on Discreet. So yeah, really, really thrilled to have this on vinyl. And at a reasonable price too. Okay, this is a reissue that I picked up, again, at a reasonable price with the vinyl geeks, as they call themselves. This is the reissue of the deluxe edition of John Lennon's Imagine. So this is a 2 LP set, remix from the original master tapes plus outtakes. You've probably seen my video where I looked at the CD box set of this. So this is kind of the vinyl version of it, if you will. Obviously not as many tracks as on the big CD box set, but boy, it sounds great. And it's not gatefold, it is 2 albums, and they both pop in here like that. And they give you lots of nice little extra goodies in this one. So we'll take a look at the vinyl first. Nice reproduction of the original sleeve and the label. And certainly George Harrison, who plays on this album. Great players overall. And then you have the album Imagine LP1, The Ultimate Mixes. And yeah, when I picked up the CD box set, I was really very, very tempted to pick this up. And again, was able to find it at the Vinyl Geeks for a very reasonable price. So I was pretty excited about that. And some nice little extras that they include as well. Of course, not just with the music. But then they also have this wonderfully big poster inside. Open that up for you if I get it the right way. There we go. You can see all that. So there we have that. And some fun little pictures where John Lennon parodies Paul McCartney's Ram album cover with that. And then this strange little John Lennon Yoko Ono picture. Okay, so there's that. And yeah, just kept the shrink on it with the hype sticker there. And yeah, so very happy to get that one as well. Really getting into a Gentle Giant lately. I picked up Gentle Giant, the official live. Now I understand the original did come with a 12-page booklet. This does not have that, but nice gatefold. And great prog rock. And this is on the classic Capitol label. And then picked up this Gentle Giant album, which I was not familiar with overall, but this actually was not a North American release as far as I understand. And this is a UK copy. This is the album In a Glass House. And I understand this was not initially released in North America because the record company was concerned that it wasn't very commercial sounding. Outstanding album. Unfortunately, this doesn't have the original sleeve, but it does have the concept of so the album is behind all that, and that pops up like that, and then what comes out is sort of this thing here. Gives you this kind of effect here. And as just a nerd, I've done a printout of I don't have a very good printer, but this is what the sleeve basically would have looked like with the lyrics, and I just did a printout for that. I'm kind of a nerd that way. And I don't think I'll be probably coming across this one again. I imagine this is a fairly tricky album to find. Great though. Love it. Great prog rock. Gentle Giant. Okay, and maybe we got time for one more, something a little different. This is a Value Village find. We go from a Gentle Giant to a Jeannie C. Riley, Harper Valley PTA. Love that song and love the cover. There we got that, and then on the back. Fun album that really, I don't know, is it alt country? Could you call it that? You know, she definitely had a different style from the country that was going on at the time. This is like late 60s, and Harper Valley PTA, that's a song with attitude. A lot of the songs kind of sound similar to that kind of style, but this is a fun album. Jeannie C. Riley, Harper Valley PTA. Now that song's probably going to be in your head for the rest of the day. Okay, that's going to wrap it up for this one. Time does fly, and again, have yourself a great weekend, and we'll chat again soon. Hit subscribe if you can, and like, and thank you to my subscribers. I really do appreciate it. And thanks for all the comments, too. Take care. Bye-bye.